49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And off we go in Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Finds a seam down the middle. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion here. Williams starting with the pass here. Finding Davis. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. They've got a man in motion. Williams on the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
That's caught for the first. At the 20. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish off their opening drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Carty with the extra point. And the Rams start off well to tie things 7-7. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. He throws a bullet to the center. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted by
Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did. Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
The first carry now for Kyren Williams. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Working from the gun, Williams. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Call it 7 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got fresh set downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They kick the running back in motion. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Connecting on the slant. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And the defense flows over to make the play outside. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Right. Gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Nakua nabs this one along the sideline. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Pass complete, Tutu Atwell. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. His pass caught by Nakua. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2nd and 3 now. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Hits his running back. And they take him down right along the 30. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now here's Williams. Pass is caught at the 9. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown! His second scoring catch of the game. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Wright running out of the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They're throwing it. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
It's caught. This is Jalen Light. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. That one doesn't make it beyond the line, and that makes it 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Running back sent in motion. Here he is now, 3rd and goal. Able to find Wright. And he's brought down for a loss. On comes the field goal unit to try this one for the 49ers. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point.
Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! And normally that equals disaster, but it gets out of bounds and ends in a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun here. Able to find Nacua here. And that's good for a gain of 5. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's second and 5. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. To throw is Williams. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Running for the marker with Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Rams looking at first and 10. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw by Williams. He's shot downfield, will wind up incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. And now it's second down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with third and long. To throw, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. That finds Ayuk complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd and 8. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
12 yards on that play, and a good call. That's up the 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Rams take over as he records his 10th career INT.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
1st down, Williams. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Dumped off to his running back. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. On comes Joshua Carty in the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked! They've got the block near midfield. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. So it'll be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, San Francisco. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. First and 10 now, with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Williams on the play action. He's on the move. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Williams to throw on first. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Looking for the back that time. So it's second down coming up. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. A massive shot towards the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Jump off caught by his back. He's got to gain a 6 there. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Williams from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Williams set to pass. Oh, he loses the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Rams are set to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. New series coming up following the punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits his tight end on the corner route. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, the explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 10. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grab the lead on their first series of the half. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. His pass caught by Nacua. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Williams to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field, just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
And now here's Williams. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. Now Williams. Davis there to grab it. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Niners countering with a fifth defensive back on this third down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Sly's kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! Buda Baker picks it off. And the Rams take possession of the football.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
He gets this one in Nakua. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams parlay the interception into points. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So the Rams keep the offense out there. They're deciding to try for 2. He has it. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Getting another shot at 2 here.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They send the tight end in motion left. He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
Well, maybe some second-guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. gets it, headed right. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 32. And they pick him off again. And the Rams are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Working from the gun, Williams. He's got the hook up to Atwell. Running in the red zone. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams push the lead up to 12. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They run it from the gun with Wright. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second and 8. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. He's contained at the line for no gain. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Just 1 quarter remaining in this this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth.
49ers 31.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To throw is Williams. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the 49ers have some new life in the 4th.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something-something to the return.
They're set up at the 35 now. Now a run with Wright. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. He'll throw it. He's got it over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now looking to throw. This one's caught. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Williams from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. He gets 6 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down throw by Williams. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Williams on the play action. From the pocket, he's taking a shot down. They did it! He made the interception! And the 49ers have some new life in the 4th.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Cut out left. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers trailing by 5. They've got 1st down from the 31. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
So now, here's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Looking to throw it. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. There he goes on the right side. The 50. 30. The 10. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams push the lead up to 12. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
One final shot here. Fits it through the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.